Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. Nope, for your love read. We're going to use the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan for the main cards, and for the supportive oracle cards, the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Love read. That's what I was shuffling for, so that's interesting. Alright, relationship first, single second, oracle cards come out. We're Nisid? Okay. Helicopter going down the power line. That's fun. Alright. I like Capricorn, what we're seeing here, but there's definitely a phase shift coming in. I feel like this makes sense for Taurus. This is Taurus, right? Taurus, yeah, we did Taurus. Shuffled with Taurus, yes. Okay. There's a phase shift coming in. A phase shift. And it seems like you were very comfortable. I almost feel like you're comfortable in the sense of like where it seems like it's going to end up. Where the next phase is going to end up, you like that. But I'm seeing this like the Nine of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles is kind of like, and it's like, I know Taurus isn't afraid of hard work. I don't see Taurus afraid of that. But what I do see is like, you're very happy with the goal that you have set. But it's like something about getting there it just feels like it's out there a ways. And it's almost like you feel like, it's almost like a step back. It's almost like two steps. You took 2 steps forward, and now you have to take a step back to take 2 more steps forward. It feels a little interesting. It just feels like it's not that bad, but you're kind of like, all right. It's kind of one of those things. Your partner has the Magician card with the fruition. They feel like the last situation is done, and it's time to move on to the next one. Your partner is very much pushing forward for the next situation. And I feel like that's another thing that may be bothering you. Kind of like it's a cycle. Like, oh, okay, the high point is over. Now we gotta go back down into another valley. Go back down into another valley and get things going again. And it's kind of like, this is happening. It's time to do this, but it's kind of like I don't really want to move back into a valley right now, but if we have to, we have to. I have to put in this work again. You're not afraid of the work. It's just kind of like you would like to put in the work and then enjoy the reward for as long as possible. And it just seems like we're going into another period of hard work sooner than you want to. And in fact, it's almost like, do we even have to? Can't we just stay with what we've attained and keep it? Do we have to go back into the cycle again? And your partner is pushing to go back into the cycle. And I'm getting the 10 of Cups on your partner's side is like, they're actually excited about the next phase that's going to come in. They seem to be very happy about it. They are realizing slowly, like, this doesn't seem to be your cup of tea. Something about this doesn't seem to be your cup of tea. You are a little apprehensive about it. Their challenge cards are the realization with the 4 of Swords, which is kind of like they don't want to talk about it. I don't feel like they want to talk about it, but they do know how you're feeling. I don't feel like that's the best thing. I feel like if they talk with you a little bit more, things might be actually able to improve. I think things could balance out better if they talked. I'm also noticing your challenge card with the Queen of Swords. I don't feel like you're bringing forward the conversation either. But if you bring forward the conversation, again, I do feel like things could improve for both of you. I think things might change a little. And I'm almost feeling like maybe that's an apprehensive thing. Kind of like, oh boy, we gotta work out more changes. It's almost kind of like, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to start a conversation to create more changes? Like, I don't really want these changes. Do I really want to create more? I do feel like you do. It would improve things. Both sides are seeming to refrain from talking about it or considering other options. Neither side seems to want to go forward to the other to do that, but I feel like that would really improve things between the two of you. I literally feel like the next phase is coming in, and you're just letting it go and going along with the flow. You're just kind of flowing with it. Your partner is pushing. Like, they're not going to back down. They do want this next phase coming in. So that true is not a negotiable. I just feel like things could be better going forward, and you could work out some better situations going forward if you come forward now and you both talk things out. Because there is a bit of wonder. Like, everything is not set in stone for the future, and I'm getting on your partner side, it may look like they have it all set up and ready to go. In truth, they don't. There's a lot of things that are negotiable on their side, a lot of things they're willing to work with and change. If you come forward, you could find out what those are, and you could start moving things more to your liking. I really think that's a good idea here. Because where this is going forward is like, you're not going to be totally happy with the outcome again. You're going to have the Four of Cups, but if you bring forth the communication, you could change that. You could change that. It's all about moving forward. The way this is currently set up, you're not going to be totally happy. But they're saying with that Queen of Swords energy, with you starting conversation, continuing conversations, you could change that. Your partner has their outcome. They're not completely happy either. They got the Five of Swords with the Hermit. They're going to be looking for maybe something different. They're not going to be totally satisfied either. That Five of Swords is like the fruitless wind. They're technically getting what they want. They're not completely satisfied with it. The Hermit card is like they're looking for other options. And the Protection is like they want to keep the control, is kind of what I'm getting. So I feel like that's why they're not coming towards you. It's like they want to keep this in their court. They want to keep the ball in their court. But if you come forward, they will talk with you. And I feel like working together would make this better. I feel like they're not talking to you. But that Protection card, I really don't like it there. Because I feel like they want to keep control. And if they start telling you that they really don't have things all wrapped up in a ball, if they don't have it all wrapped up in a package, I should say, and all neat and tidy, that they might lose control of it. I just feel like that's an unfounded fear a little bit, because like as you keep developing things forward, you're willing to work through that. You're not looking to take anybody. You're not really looking to take anything from them, but for things to go better, I feel like there needs to be a conversation. I just don't feel your partner bringing it forward. I'm not feeling it. I know it's a general read. Maybe some of your partners will, and hopefully that does. But even if they do bring it forward, I just feel like it's a weak conversation. It's not really digging into the things that are possible here. It's up to you. You have the Queen of Swords. Dig in. Find out what's going on. Let's make this a better outcome. Let's make this a much better outcome, because it can be a much better outcome. That's where this is ending. Like that's the whole point of this, I feel like, is to say, initiate, start, get that conversation going, and dig deep. Find out what's going on. Make this a better outcome. Ironically, I don't feel like either of you are really going to be happy with the outcome if that doesn't happen. I really don't. All right, that was Taurus in relationship. Let's do Taurus singles and see what we got for you guys. What do we have for single Taurus? What do we have for single Taurus? Messages for single Taurus. Observant. Let's see how that fits. Observant. Taurus. Observant. Let's see. Single Taurus. I like that. Let's see how this goes. Let's not count the chickens before they're hatched, as they say, but still, there's a little stress here, but that might work to your benefit. That really might work to your benefit. I like the outcome. Oh, I really do. Especially for Taurus. I really do like this. Okay. So, someone, like, there's a page energy around you. Now, the past and the environment are both pages. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Page of Swords is actually in the environment. Page of Pentacles is in the past. Like, the energy coming towards you is more of a follower energy. That's pages for me. So it's allowing you to set the stage. This pages can be also very strong supportive energies. They can advance later into more of a active role. Like, pages can become knights later, or they can become other things later. But I'm getting, like, what's coming in now is, like, this person seems to understand that you're going to set the rules. You're going to set how fast this goes. You're going to say if this is good or if this is not good. Um, and they seem to be very accepting of this. When I'm seeing the top and the bottom card, you have the King of Swords and you have the Knight of Wands. Like, you are very much holding to, like, you're holding to your word. When I'm seeing the Knight of Wands for you, I actually like this because I feel like it's like, this is how we're going to do it. And you're holding steady with that, very steady with that. I feel like you're letting this person know what to expect. I actually feel like this is very secure. It feels very, there's a lot of security with this. In the sense of, like, I feel like this other person you're dealing with, they take some comfort in knowing what's happening next. There is a little bit of wonder, a little bit of like, is this going to make it that far? But as you keep going forward and you're like, well, I'll do this then. Okay, I'll do this here. We can get together then. We can do this. They seem to see how you keep pushing it forward, and they know what to expect. It's making them feel more comfortable and more confident with you. That, like, you keep, like, you, when you feel appropriate, you do up the level a little bit. And they also seem to easily get that, like, the closer they get, the stronger it gets, the more they get. So I'm feeling like this is where this is going. They do seem to like the idea of hanging out with you socially. I do feel like there's some type of social connection here. Either something you have a similar interest with and you plan to do socially together, or something you like, something where you plan to be more social. And I'm getting, there's 2 threes here. There's a 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. I love water and earth together, and that's what this is. I feel like this is a very good thing. This is something where you're planning. I feel like you're planning to do things socially together. This could be a very, very strong bond. I feel like this could be a person, the way this is going, like, this is going to give you that success you really want. They are more of a follower energy. As long as you're okay with that, because I feel like you're very excited with this. Because it seems like when you got the Knight of Wands, it's where you're standing, like, you're seeing where this can go. You're letting your mind go there, you're letting your mind think about possibilities, but I feel like you're very careful, like, what you're going to do and how far you're letting this person in, but you're very excited about the possibilities. This social connection you plan to have in the future with this person, I feel like that is your winning ticket. Literally your winning ticket, because it's not only bonding you stronger, but, like, it's making this person intensely loyal to you. Intensely loyal. I love this. I love this coming in next. It's coming together, and I'm feeling like when it does come together, I love that card anyway, Acceptance. I really do enjoy that card. But I'm also getting the Page of Cups is like, the way this is starting is it's starting out very slow. The Page energy, like, this is usually like a 12-year-old in the sense of, like, you know where they are when they're starting to learn how to live life. Like, you wouldn't just set out a 12-year-old and be like, here's your apartment, there's the job, good luck, bud. Like, you wouldn't just leave them to do that. You know they would stay up too late. They probably wouldn't buy the things they need. They probably they wouldn't be able to keep it together to pay the rent. You know what I mean? They would be off doing this, off doing that. The getting the responsibility together for most normal 12-year-olds wouldn't happen. But the point is, it's like, this situation is starting very slow. You're coming together slowly. You're learning how each other moves. You're learning how each other acts. Like, that's the energy I'm feeling here. And you're starting to accept, like, what you like. You're accepting what they like. You're very willing to give. There's certain things they like. You're cool with that. There's certain things you can do because they like it this way. Okay, that's fine. But you're slowly getting used to each other. These flavors are slowly starting to mix together. Acceptance of what, each uniqueness is. You each have your own unique pieces of the puzzle that I feel fit very well when I'm feeling this fit very well. It feels really good here. As this keeps going, over time, and I feel like you're okay with this, over time as it slowly moves farther and farther forward, you got the 4 of Wands and the boundaries. Now, boundaries, I actually feel, it's interesting, in romance, sometimes that goes a little sour. Not in this one. I feel like this is like adding to the security here. The 4 of Wands coming in, I feel like, I know there's not a lot of, like, skyrocket love cards here, but I'm feeling with this 4 of Wands, like, there's like a very strong bond here. The person, as you get closer to this person, they know what to expect from you. They know what the boundaries are. You're working out your own personal boundaries. how do I put this? Because like it feels like it doesn't feel very restrictive. Like it doesn't feel restrictive in that sense. It feels like more security. Because it's like what boundaries, your boundaries, their boundaries. Like you're agreeing, both of you. Like it's not like there's one set of rules for them and there's another set of rules for you. It's not like that at all. It's like it's the set of rules for both of you. Like, you know, I think this is a weird one. I don't even like this rule, but I've heard of this for other people, so I'll go there. For example, if they don't want you hanging out with the opposite sex, that is like there's this rule: no hanging out with the opposite sex if they're single on their own. Like no one-on-one time with a single person of the opposite sex. And if that's the rule for you, that's also the rule for them. You know what I mean? I don't know why that's coming through, but like some people have that rule, and if you believe that's correct and that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. If you both agree to that, then that's what you agree to. Because I remember coming across that, like, no hanging out with the opposite sex if they're single, one-on-one. In a group setting, maybe. And that has to be negotiated and talked about before it goes there. So and some people have that rule, but if that rule is for them, for you have that rule and they have to be a part of that, then it goes both ways. Like you won't, also you adhere to the same rule. That's how it is. Like there's boundaries here. But I feel like these are things that make them feel more secure as well. If you agree to it, they agree to it, they're both okay with it. And they know that what they expect, what you expect from them, you're going to also give in return. You're going to hold to the same rule. And like if there's certain rules they have, like, you know what I mean? If they're kind of like, you know what? You know, if somebody starts talking nasty about one of us, we don't put up with that. We either walk away from it or we shut it down. We won't tolerate somebody talking negative about our partner. If they have that rule, like, you know, if I'm even if I'm not there and somebody's there talking negatively about me, you'll shut that down. You won't allow that to happen. And vice versa, they'll also be the same way. Some people have that rule too. I've heard that before. Like, we won't stand for negative talk about our partner. Then that's what it is. Now, negative talk, I don't know why we're going down this road, but negative talk is not like saying, like, this person did that. Like, your partner's doing something. I think they cheated on you. I think I should tell you. That's not termed as negative talk. Negative talk is saying your partner's a jerk. Or your partner, I just don't like your partner. I don't know why you even bother. That's negative talk. Like, just in case that matters for some people. Calling something out and saying, you know, your partner, I think your partner is doing something that's not really healthy for your relationship, and I'm just, as a concerned friend, saying something, that's not considered negative talk. Negative talk is, you know, just slamming, like, your partner looks like a goof. Like, that's negative talk. That's negative talk. In case it matters, and I don't know why it's coming out, but just in case it matters. Because I feel like this is going to be one of those relationships. This could be like the relationship you're looking for, because it gets really tight between you and this person, really tight. I feel like you're both very comfortable with the idea of boundaries. You're both very, very comfortable with that. And it's not like, it's like you're both, the boundaries that you agree on, you're both comfortable with. So, they might not be for everybody, but for the two of you, you're happy with it. And that's that. That's how it's ending. All right, well, I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.